Hey guys, I hope you are doing well. I hope yesterday served you. Yesterday was such a magical day. That Jupiter Neptune energy, I was not on the ground at any point yesterday, and that was like the best part of it. So I hope that you were intentional with it and that you worked with it. I hope that you are well and that you are resting. And honestly, this is just going to be casual, easy, a cute little check-in on Chloe Bear, thank you for joining. This is just going to be a cute little update on how we can work with and how we're going to experience the energy of this upcoming full moon in Libra, which is known as the pink moon. However, it's actually not pink, but it was actually named after like the phlox flower, I believe. Rest in realizing. Yes, honestly, I want to immediately say that that is one of the major points of this upcoming full moon this weekend. So it's on the 16th. It's the full moon in Libra because, yes, we are still in Aries season. Aries season feels so long. And I say I would actually strongly advise to do magic. This is not being in any way detrimentally aspected. In fact, we're moving into eclipse season. So like these are kind of our final chances to like work with manifesting and like actually working with these moon transits, because once eclipse season starts, we all know we're just exhausted and we kind of want to like watch what happens play out instead of doing. So we want to work with this moon, especially I'll talk about the themes of it and how we can kind of be intentional with the energy of it. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, like I said, it's the full... Not my Spanish Siri, babe. That was crazy. This is a full moon in Libra. Like I said, it's called the pink moon. So here are 5 ways that we can kind of work with it, what the energy is, and all that jazz. So the first one is when it comes to actually working with this moon, we want to actually work with the color pink. So I am a strong component of color healing, of looking into chromotherapy. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Yesterday was such a good day for visualization. Oh my gosh. And honestly, we're still in that Jupiter and Neptune conjunction energy. The thing is, Libra is a Venusian ruled sign. We've got Venus and Pisces. There's this very ethereal energy in the air right now. So you want to make sure that you are working with visualization, with meditation, with water. And with this pink moon, I would strongly invite you to work with the color pink. So this means getting pink flowers, specifically the phlox flower, because that is what this lunation is named after. But if you want to wear pink, if you want to get a pink candle, the thing is, and we'll move into the second part of this, is that because this full moon is in the sign of Libra, which rules justice and peace, it mainly, above all else, rules our relationships. So you want to make sure that you're really setting intention on how you can bring and invite in more harmony in your relationships. This isn't just romantic. This is also platonic, professional, familial, even the relationship that you have with yourself. How can you be more intentional with how you honor it and really reflect? If I were you, I would do a relationship audit right now. So like look at like who are my top 8 people on some MySpace shit and what am I getting from these relationships, right? And it isn't to say that you need to get in order to have a relationship be fruitful, but rather is this a relationship that takes from me more than it gives me? Is this a relationship where I feel safe to honor and speak my truth? Is it one that drains me? Really just sitting with the honest awareness of where your relationships are right now and what role you may be playing in any imbalance or disharmony. And really responding to that with intention, because the third part I would say is how can you find balance? So obviously Libra is ruled by the scales. We want to look at what's imbalanced in our lives, what is not in a state of harmony. And first and foremost, you want to look at your relationships. What is imbalanced in my relationships? Am I the one that's always showing up, or am I the one that's never showing up, right? And that was kind of something I had to sit with, because if you text me, who knows if I'm going to answer? And I always thought that that was a form of self-care, but I was like, I do need to be more accessible to the people in my life. I'm just always tired. But that means that I have an imbalance with like my relationship with myself too. Am I giving myself enough rest? So you really want to look at like, how is any imbalance in a certain area of my life bleeding into imbalances in other areas of my life? This comes with work and play. This comes with giving and receiving, doing versus allowing, really just looking at all of the masculine, feminine, the yin and yang in your life right now and recognize where can I bring more harmony and balance there. And when it comes to that relationship audit that I would strongly encourage you to do, look at what needs to be said, what boundaries need to be put in place. How can I make sure that this relationship reaches a state of harmony, whether it means I need to ask for something or I need to do less of something. So yes, in summary so far, definitely work with the color pink. Get a pink candle, wear pink on the day of the full moon, get some pink flowers, work with flowers in general, right? Because we're still in that spring energy of like, and especially with this moon being named after a flower, everything about it feels like the energy of blooming. That's why we're in this like Pisces, Venus, Libra energy of bloom, of savoring smells and sensations. So you really want to make sure that you're inviting in pleasure. So yeah, work with the color pink, work with flowers. I'm a strong component of chromotherapy. It has been practiced since the times of ancient Egypt. The next thing you want to do is, like I said, review your relationships. And honestly, in general, do you need less relationships? That's a large question to ask yourself, especially because Libra is an air sign that loves to collect and create community. And sometimes when we have so many friendships, we're spread so thin and we're not showing up for like the actual core relationships that we like are, that we're meant to genuinely honor, right? Because you are sort of like existing in so much accessibility that you're not paying attention to the relationships that would benefit you to nurture a bit more. So yeah, do I have too many friends? Are there too many people that think that they're my close friend? Or conversely, have I been in such a state of solitude that I haven't built community? Do my relationships actually mirror and honor who I've grown into being? So do I need to go out and, it's a very social sign. So do I need to go out and actually create community? Do I need to be more discerning with what my community looks like and is, where my energy is going in my relationships? It is a good time to be social regardless, so I will say, because Libra, like I said, is a very social air sign. However, you just want to be discerning of who are you being social with? What is my community? Where am I showing up? The next thing, like I said, is reflecting and reviewing what in your life is imbalanced. Libra is all about the scales, honey. I can't stress it enough. So yeah, look at just where in my life am I honoring something above something else that's making me dilute my attention here. And any area of your life, right? That's work and play, that's relationships, all of it. And the next thing is, right, because Libra rules justice and peace, how do you define peace and how are you honoring peace in your life? And that can contradict where we were talking about relationships, but if that means that you need to live on do not disturb, honey, you need to live on do not disturb. If it means that there are certain boundaries that need to be put in place, honoring that as well. And also it's important to note that peace sometimes looks like forgiveness. Even if the person that has stolen your peace hasn't asked for your forgiveness, sometimes it looks like gifting that forgiveness so you can be released, reflecting and reviewing where have I poured too much energy into resentment and how can I release that? And ultimately, sometimes peace looks like I just need to speak my truth. It doesn't matter how it's received. It doesn't matter if it's acknowledged or even if it's affirmed, but I need to speak my truth. So really looking at how do I define peace in my life? Where do I need to speak up or let go in order to cultivate that peace? And ultimately, how can I honor and show up for peace on an every single day? So if peace for you looks like returning to nature daily or being more intentional with the foods that you eat or being less strict on the foods that you eat, right? Like where can you invite in peace into your life and really honor it and center your world on it? And the last tip for this pink moon is to rest. Are you joking? We have been through such tumultuous astrological weather, Pluto and Chiron, and I'm not gonna lie, this upcoming eclipse season is looking like some fun for the fixed signs. So I just want you to utilize this kind of moment in time that we have to just sit, that's all I want to do. Same, rest, have fun with this. Really invite in as much pleasure as you can in this moon transit, right? Like I said, it's Venusian ruled, and Venus is all about making sure that life feels good, making sure that the textures that are touching our skin are soft, that we're smelling good things, and that we're eating delicious flavors. Dude, the weather has literally been insane. I know, I'm in Florida, so I'm like, it's hot, but I've been seeing everywhere, it's like, sometimes it's snowing, and I'm like, babe, spring, don't let winter bully you. I saw that post and I was like, word. Everything has just been so chaotic. So I do want to say this is kind of like that calm in between and before the storm, to just allow yourself to indulge in luxury and rest and napping and what feels good and tastes good and sounds good. So let yourself receive, really be in that divine feminine of knowing I don't have to work or do too much. I can kind of just like value and honor what rest and play and like innate pleasure looks like. So yeah, in summation, rest, honor and define peace. That means forgiveness, releasing resentment, all of those things, speaking your truth. Look and reflect on where do I need more balance in my life, babe? The roles you're playing in your relationships and the roles they're playing in your life. Do you need less friends? Do you need more friends? Do you need more boundaries in your friendships? Do you need to show up for your friendships a bit more intentionally? And work with the color pink, work with flowers. The eye of the storm. Yeah. Honestly, every hurricane season, I loved being reintroduced to the fact that like the eye of the storm is like the calmest. That's kind of where I feel like we're at, but I like it here, right? So with that being said, I hope that you have the best pink moon ever. I hope that you're still reeling on that Jupiter-Neptune energy. We're still in it. That kind of conjunction does not just go away overnight. So still work with it. I have a live on my main page where we do a little meditation Reiki if you want to work with it. But otherwise, that's it. Ooh, not pattern. Pattern just sent me a notification that says today is a great day for peace of mind, work, and balance. Ah! Okay, anyway. Love you guys. See you next time.